how you played a few seconds ago. Okay, so I want you to not focus so much on the mistakes that we made, just focus on the good things that you do, all right, and make sure we always continue to bring the good things into the pieces that we're going to play. A comment that I made a lot on the tape is understanding that music is one of two things. Music either sings or it dances. Okay, and I love the literature that your music teacher picked out for you because, especially the fairest of the fair, the Sousa March, because is the Sousa March dancing or anybody? Hand up. Anybody want to try an answer? Yeah, what do you think? You think it's dancing? Anybody else? You think it's dancing? How about you? Dancing? Dancing? All right, that was a trick question because marches have both dancing and singing-like elements. Did anybody catch on to that? All right, you got it. I know you knew that, okay? So we got to make sure that if it dances, all right, especially in a march, that our eighth notes are more separated. And if it's singing-like, how do we know that our music is more singing-like? How do you know that we need to play with more cantabile or singing-like in a march? How do we know that we need to do that? Yes? What about the articulation?
It's more melodic.
Okay, anybody else? All right, your music will usually be marked with legato or tenuta markings or a slur. All right, can we just take it at the beginning of Fairest of the Fair? Now, this one, obviously, is this singing or dancing in the beginning of Fairest? Dancing, okay? And before we play it, okay, I need you to get out of your comfort zone for a little bit. All right, and I just need you to sing your part. All right, and I just need you to sing your part on a good old bum, 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 a B-U-M syllable. All right, here we go. Ooh, nice baton. Here we go. 1, 2, sing your part. 1 and 2, and ready, and. You know what? Well, you know what's interesting? I didn't hear that through your horns when you played it. I heard this through your horns. Ba 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 ba. Instead of what you just sang for me. Which way sounded more like a march? The second way I just sang it or the first way? Right, the second way. So make it sound more marchy and dancey. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, begin. 1, 2, and here we go. Alright, stop right there. Great, great, great. That's already so much better. Now, the dotted 8/16th note, don't take that literally. Okay? The dotted 8/16th note, we need to redraw that rhythm so that it's ready for it. 8th note, 8th rest, or sorry, 8th note, 16th rest, 16th note. So there's a little sliver of silence in between those two notes. So that we get this. And you sang it perfectly last time. Ba-dum, ba-dum-bum. How many heard that space after the dotted 8th? You need to sneak in that little space in there and the 16th note so that there's that separation. Remember, in marches, 8th notes and quarter notes are always separated unless it's marked with a slur. Try that again. Ba-dum, ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-bum, bum. 1, 2, and here we go. Keep going. Great job. All right, that sounds so much better this time. All right, the next thing I want to talk to you about are the 4 parts of a song. Okay, and if you had me at Hale, you know this. The melody. We must always hear the melody. I don't care which instrument it is. Even if it's a snare drum feature and that's the melody, then that needs to stick out. We must always hear the melody. The next part, counter melody. Sometimes there's the melody and there's a counter melody. We need to always hear those. The next thing we need to hear, the next component of the song is the accompaniment. And then the bass line, and then the motor or the beat, the pulse of the song. Okay? So take it again from, we don't have measure numbers here. Just take it again at 1, 2, 3, 4, measure 5. Oh, you do have measure numbers. Take it at measure 5. And raise your hand if you provide the bass for the class. The bass line. That's right, it's bass, it's double bass and tuba. Okay, here we go. Let me just hear that only. And who else? Oh, wait, no, we'll leave bass drum out. Here we go. So let me just hear tuba and double bass. 1, 2, measure 5. 1, 2, ready, and. right, we'll stop right there. Raise your hand if you have the accompaniment, meaning you're not the melody, nor you're the bass line. You do? Anybody else? It's not just Kaling that has the accompaniment. Kaling. Oh, you're playing, oh wow, okay. You got switched, okay. All right, so I have this condensed score. So let me hear trombones, trumpet 2 and 3. You have French horn? Is that Jacob? Oh, hey. French horn. Here we go. Let me hear those instruments. Bump, 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 bump. Here we go. 1, 2, and ready, and. Measure 5, measure 5. So that's going to be trumpet 2 and 3, French horn, and trombones. At measure 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Nice march style. I like how you're playing it nice and separated. All right, so let's put those instruments together and the basses. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, measure 5, and. Okay, and then I'm assuming everybody else except for percussion, you are all the melody, right? So let's throw everybody in, all right? Now, again, I have this condensed score, so I'm not exactly sure who is supposed to be playing, all right? But the melody is all right, let me hear that, everybody except for percussion. 1, and make sure the melody is the priority. That's what we hear the most. Okay, here we go. Measure 5, 2, and 1, 2, measure 5, and. Separate it. Okay, great. Stop right there. All right, and then now let's throw in the percussion. Okay, let's throw in the percussion. Just sprinkle on top of what you just heard. Don't drown out the winds. Okay, here we go. Measure 5. 1, 2, measure 5, and 1, 2, and here we go. There. All right. Do any of you know what giocoso means? Raise your hand if you know. Giocoso. I thought I heard somebody say it. What? Yeah, jokingly. Okay. So we got ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. You got to add that contrast in there. Okay. Take it again at 5. Take it again at 5. On the bass drum, I know I said play it softer, but bring it out a little bit more. And I like how you're muting it. Okay, you're muting with your knee. All right, here we go. Measure 5. 1, and 2, and 1, 2, and measure 5. Separate it, separate it. Okay, and then let's take it at measure 54. Measure 54, we're in the trio. Okay, don't forget to change keys into the subdominant, concert A flat major scale. Measure 54, is this singing or dancing for the melody? Singing, okay? And one thing I did not hear is a contrast into a singing style. Take it at 54. You gotta just imagine that this is a separate song within the song. Okay, here we go, measure 54. Shh, 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 54. So focus on those things. I'm running out of time. Focus on those things. Make sure we're never covering the melody. All right? And I think what's going to make the melody people feel more comfortable playing their part is if the motor section of the group, which is the bass drum, the upbeats, the parts that go ba 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 or ba ba ba, all right, are just locked in time. Okay, you guys ever rehearse without the melody? You ever rehearse this song without the melody only? You haven't? Try it. Try it, okay? And let's make sure that that's really locked in, okay? And then the people who have the melody are going to sound a lot more, are going to feel more comfortable playing their part, okay? I enjoyed your performance. You guys picked 3 different contrasting pieces, which I really appreciate. Nothing was ever in the key of B flat the whole time, all right? And I love marches. We could talk about march style, and you know, if you guys just did march style to the T every day, all your other songs will fall into place easily, because marches cover everything. Marches cover everything. Okay? Did you have a good time did you have a good performance today? Did you learn something new? All right, that's important. Okay? All right. Well, I hope you have a great afternoon, and like I said, I enjoyed your performance. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you.